There's been a lot of talk about a legacy candidate. I don't know, has anybody heard that terminology here, a legacy candidate or what have you? Well, to me what that means is there's some sense of entitlement. And I haven't lived a life of entitlement. One of the things that I think is very important to tell y'all is when I was young, I can remember being pulled over by a police officer for doing a California roll, and I was about 17 years old. I don't have a driving issue, not like Andre Bauer, but I haven't gotten a speed ticket or anything, but I did do a California roll when I was 17. And the officer came up, took my license, and then came back to the car and handed me a ticket. He said, look, I looked at the ticket, it's $400, some outrageous. And he said, Mr. Thurmond, here you go. Please let your father know I'm doing a good job. I mean, that sounds, maybe that's the entitlement they're talking about, the legacy candidate. On a more serious note, when I was 17, my oldest sister was killed by a drunk driver. And that person got 2 years. 2 years for taking my sister off of this world. My sister was 22 years old, getting ready to be in Miss South Carolina for the second time. She was getting ready to go to law school. Her project for Miss South Carolina was fingerprinting 20,000 kids. And you tell me if you think that person deserved 2 years. My point is that, you know, this concept of a legacy candidate is really created by my opponents to try to say something negative about me or my family. And I'll tell you that I'm proud of where I've come from. I'm proud of what my father accomplished. But my father was very clear. At a very young age, he made it abundantly clear to me, you need to be a man of character, integrity, honesty, and hard work. And that's what I've done, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. And I will assure you, if I get the chance to represent you in D.C., you will not be questioning whether I'm a toe tapper or whether I hide money in my refrigerator or whether I do shady land deals. You will know that I will represent you with honesty and integrity. And if anything, through this process, when I sat down with my pastor and we talked about this opportunity, that is what I know I've done in this campaign, and I will continue to do as a candidate, and I will definitely do as somebody that gets a chance to represent you. I'm going to do it right, and I believe that we have an opportunity to really make a difference. I believe I can make that difference, and you know, maybe it's a euphoric optimism, but that's the great part about how I look at every day. I want to make the most of every day, and most importantly, I don't want any excuses on my judgment day. I want to do it right.